Welcome back to Southwest Yard and Garden. I'm Curtis Smith, and today I'm in Alcalde. We're at the NMSU Agricultural Science Center where they're having a field day. And we're visiting right now with Charles Martin, who's growing some medicinal herbs here, developing the cultural techniques we need to know for New Mexico. Charles, thank you.
Well, thank you for coming. I'm very excited about medicinal herbs in this region because the medicinal herb industry is growing at about 30% annually nationwide. And some of these herbs are very high value for small growers. So they're much more profitable than the traditional agronomic crops such as alfalfa or chili or even sweet corn or melons.
And I see you're growing Echinacea, and I know a lot of people ask questions about that. So let's go look at your Echinacea over here.
Sure.
Purple coneflower, really Echinacea. As an ornamental, we call it purple coneflower, but medicinally it's known as Echinacea.
Yes, there are several different species that are used medicinally. This is Echinacea purpurea. The species in back is Echinacea angustifolia. Both are high in the echinacea, which are the chemicals that are used for helping build up the immune system and counteracting colds and flu. They're both native species to this area. Their typical range is in the Midwest from Missouri to the eastern slope of the Colorado Rockies.
And they're looking like they're doing extremely well here.
Yes, they prefer hot, dry summers, so it's very good for this area. And they don't like overwatering. We have a few plants here that are not doing so well because we did overwater them. They're showing a little susceptibility to Phytophthora.
What do we want to see next year now? You've got a lot of other things.
Yes, I'd like to point out the Feverfew.
Feverfew. You know, I like to have as few fevers as possible. What is this really good for?
It's a very easy plant to grow. I like it because it does well in this area also. It's in the chrysanthemum family.
It's ornamental.
It's an ornamental. It can be used as a cut flower. It's been traditionally used for migraines and for headaches. You cut the top portion, grind it up, and put it in capsules, and it's becoming very popular as a well-known herb for headaches and migraine remedy.
Real good. And you've got even more things to look at.
Sure.
Yerba mansa, or sometimes called lizard tail. There are a lot of other names. Yeah. I guess they call it lizard tail because of the stems that run across the ground and root at the nodes. But the flowers are what's interesting.
Yes, the entire plant can be used medicinally, anywhere from the flowers down to the roots, although the roots have the greatest concentration. This is my favorite of all the medicinal herbs because it's a native plant. It's native to New Mexico in the southwest and northern Mexico. It's a perennial. It's very easy to grow as long as you keep it watered. It naturally grows in the bosques, and we can bring it up and plant it in upland conditions as long as we keep it well watered.
I've noticed it'll grow on very heavy clay soils. Here it's in sand, and in the sand you probably gonna have to water more. In the clays, I've seen it very dry, but the clay holds a lot of water.
That's right. It's not a particular plant as long as it gets enough water. We've grown it in heavy clay soils or in sandy soils. I particularly like this because it fits in with the culture, the curanderas of the Hispanic culture and the Native Americans all recognize its medicinal properties.
Well, this also fits in our xeriscapes very well too.
Yes.
We've got other things over here that are good to look at.
Okay.
Lavender. Now, a lot of people don't even realize we can grow lavender over a lot of New Mexico, especially all the way up here.
Yes, most of your viewers will recognize lavender, but not everybody knows that it grows easily in New Mexico. It's already been established as a well-known medicinal herb for New Mexico. It likes the hot, dry summers and the mild, cool winters, and so it does very well in this area.
Okay, over here you've got Pennyroyal, and this is an interesting plant because it looks like it's a weed. It grows so well, and it's an interesting one from the perspective that it can be toxic. So this is not one that you ingest.
Right. It's important for viewers to recognize that not all medicinal herbs can be ingested. Some are only used for external purposes. This is a mosquito repellent, and it shouldn't be taken internally.
Well, and a lot of the others, even if they're ingested, if they're used wrong, can be toxic. So people need to see a doctor about this.
That's right. I want to emphasize that before anybody uses medicinal herbs, they should always consult a physician.
Well, Charles, thank you very much. This is interesting and something New Mexico ought to know about.
Well, you're very welcome.